So hello guys, in this video we will discuss about the data types in C programming. So first of all we will understand what is the data type. Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about the variable. Okay, so variable is a container basically which holds some values, and what kind of value it can hold, so that can be defined with the by use of data type. Okay, so data type defines the type of data a variable can store. It helps compiler to allocate memory and perform operations efficiently. Okay, so here you can understand through these simple definitions basically. So let's see different type of data types. So first is a basic data type, another is a derived data type, and user defined data type. So let's see what are the basic data types. So in basic data type we will study about the character data type, we will study about integer data type, we will study about float, double, and void data type. Okay, and here you are able to see different, every data type has different size. Okay, so you can check out here. So a character data type, okay, it will store the single character value. Here you can see with the example. And integer data type will hold integer value, and the size of integer 4 byte. And here you can see an example. It is this is the variable, and here it is data type. Okay, so in the previous class we also discussed about the syntax of the variable, how to write the variable name. Okay, so if you are not aware of this thing, then I would request you to watch the previous class. And here you can see float data type. It will store a decimal number but with single precision, and the size of float is 4 byte. And here you can see it is storing the decimal number, decimal values with uh, single precision. Similarly, we can see double is also a type of basic data type. It is storing decimal numbers, and the size of double is big as compared to other data types, so it will hold values up to double precision. So let's understand what is a single precision, what is a double precision. Okay, so basically when we take when we talk about single precision, so basically how many values, how many numbers you are taking after the decimal. Okay, so here you in single precision you can take one or two values, and in double precision you can take more values as compared to single precision. So here you can see with the examples. And void is also a basic data type, but the when you are using void with the functions, the function will return nothing to you. Okay, so void represent no value. Actually we saw different sizes of data types. So basically the size of data types may vary depending on the compiler or platform that you are using. Okay, so like now we can see a derived data type. So basically derived data type generally generated on the basis of basic data types. Okay, the base of derived data type is basic data types. Okay, so here you can see the different type of derived data types, arrays, pointers, and functions. Okay, and here you can check out the definitions. So basically what is array? First of all we need to understand what is array. In this class, I will give you the basic understanding of arrays, pointers, function, structure, union, enum. But in the previous, in the coming classes, I will give you more insight on these derived and user-defined data types. We will discuss everything in detail, topic-wise. So first, we understand what is array. Array is a collection of same type of elements. Okay. So here you are able to see the number variable. It is a variable, and the size of variable is 5, and a data type, it is integer type, and it is holding integer values. Okay, means here you are able to see this is storing 5 values. Okay, because the size of array is 5, so that is why it is storing 5 values, and all values are of same type. Okay, why these are same type? Because here we have taken integer data type, that is why it is this array will store same type of values. Here we understand pointers. So basically pointers store the address of another variable. Okay, so here it is clear with this example. So this is variable, this is data type, and it is storing integer value. Why it is storing integer value? Because here you are using integer data type. Okay, so now you want to store the address of x. So here you will create one pointer, and this pointer will indicate the ampersand address of this x variable. So one important thing we need to understand, we need to remember here, data type you have taken integer, then here you have to take integer type data, because you are storing the address of integer type variable. So the type of variable that whose address you are storing, the same data type you have to take with pointer. Okay, so this is very important to understand. Now we see function. So basically, on previous class, I gave you a brief introduction about the function. What is the functions? Okay, so now here I will also give you the brief introduction about the functions. But in the coming classes, we will discuss about the function in detail. So basically, these are the blocks of code which are used to perform different tasks. Suppose this is the function, okay, and it is adding two numbers, the data of two variables, and in the result you will get the summation of two variables. So this here we are completing the derived data types. Okay, arrays, pointers, and functions. Now we will discuss about the user defined data types. So user defined data types are the structure, union, enum, and type def. So basically here like we understand, we try to understand what is structure basically. So here structure holding the member elements. So the elements or the variables here you are able to see inside the structure are called member elements, and these elements are of different data types. So you can understand like structure hold or stores different type of data type. Okay, or the variables of different data types. So struct is a keyword which is used before the variable name. Okay, and one important thing about the structure, that the variable which are storing or the compiler will store will take different memory locations. Okay, so here the memory consumption is more when it comes to the structure. And let's see the union is similar to the structure, but here the properties are different actually. So union, the members, the member element of union will store in the same memory location. So here if you are working with union, you are saving your memory, you're saving the memory of your microcontroller. Okay, so this is important. So sometime in interview, interviewer will ask you what is the difference between a structure and union. So this is the main difference between a structure and union. And here enum, so basically here the how we can define enum, you can how to write the enum. So you can see this example. And basically enum is a set of named constant. Okay, so these are some names which are constant, which cannot be changed once they have been defined, then you cannot change those names. And type def. Okay, so type def is a different is a separate topic. I consider it as a separate, that I will discuss in separate class, because it is slightly critical for the learners, for the basic those who are not aware about the C programming. Okay, so we will take this topic separately, and I will tell you about type def in detail. Okay, so guys, we discussed about basic data type, we discussed about drive data type, and we discussed about user defined data types. Okay, so here one program is given that you can practice on online compiler. Okay, so when you will open the Chrome, and where you can search the online C compiler, and where you can practice it. And I would suggest you to practice this program, because you will get hands-on experience how the program is compiled, or how efficiently you are writing the program. So this is important thing. Okay, now after the data types, we will discuss about the modifiers. Okay, so there are different type of modifiers like short, int, signed, unsigned, and the purpose of the working of different modifier is different. Okay, so why, what is the role of modifier, this is the question. Okay, so basically when you are using the modifier, you are changing, or you are changing the size or range of the data type. Okay, so here you are able to see integer. So if you will take short modifier, you will reduce the size of integer. Okay, and if you are taking long modifier, then you are increasing the size of integer variable, so it will hold more value or more data. If you are taking signed integer, then the integer variable will hold either positive or negative values, both signs basically it can store. When you are taking unsigned, then the integer variable, then data type or integer data type will hold only positive values. Okay, so basically these are the modifiers, important modifiers which are highly used in the programming language. Okay, so but important thing, you should know what is the role of modifiers. Okay, so after completing the modifier, I will discuss about the data type which are highly used in embedded system. Okay, so let's see. First is 8-bit unsigned integer, 8-bit signed integer, 16-bit unsigned integer, 16-bit signed integer, and similarly 32-bit signed or unsigned integer. So these are highly used integers, highly used data type in embedded system. And here you can see the size of all these data types. And bool, this is also data type. Okay, and it is a boolean type, true and false. And how to use these data types, you can get some idea from this example, from these examples. And one program is given here. Okay, suppose SOC, voltage or current, okay, and temperature and charging. So you can also practice this program in online C compiler, and you will get a good idea about the different data of videos. Then like and subscribe, and if you have any question, then you can comment, you can write in the comment box, so that I would be able to understand your questions, and I will answer accordingly. Thank you.